she goes on there and she's like, oh, she teaches them a lesson. And I was like, oh my god, I love Brittany Renner. Like, bro, she's a fucking predator.
She's the GOAT.
Absolutely.
What? Hey, yo.
She is, bro. She grew up. She matured her mindset.
Yeah. In 2 weeks, absolutely fucking nuts.
What do you mean, bro? I don't even know who the fuck even is these fresh and fit niggas, bro. We just gonna jump right into this bullshit. Who are these niggas?
Misogynistic, anti-black freaking podcast ever, and of course they're the main ones they're being literally promoted by Spotify as like on ads and stuff. They love these niggas, man.
Wait, so these are the same niggas that are like calling black women night riders and shit, right? Whatever the fuck that means.
The fuck?
I've never even heard that shit.
I don't know if I sent it to you or not, but like they replied to they made like a new podcast and they had like 4 girls. Like, I think they had like 6 girls on there, and they were basically like replying to all the criticism. They're like, man, it's just a preference. It's a preference. Like let's say that if I don't know what they were just trying to justify it, and then like some girl tried to I guess like cut him off or like try to reply, and he was like, let me finish. That's his favorite line. It's just cutting people off. Let me finish.
That shit is so damn corny. So the thing is, I looked a little bit into them. They went on this podcast called like Flagrant 2, I think. If you guys know what Andrew Schultz is, he's like this comedian that was on it was like old MTV shows back in the day with Charlamagne the God and those people. So they went on their podcast and kind of just like talk about what happened. And Andrew Schultz was kind of like give them the path to like clear their name. Like he was like, yeah, so you guys feel sorry about what you said and everything. And they were like, hell no, I'm doubling down on this shit. Like they basically said that everything that they do is a preference, but they don't like black women because they don't like hood girls. And that's basically putting them all under the same dome, like all black women are hood women. Like, no, the fuck they're not. Like these niggas just mad racist. Jez, can you explain the whole Britney thing? 'Cause I didn't watch that one, the Britney Renner thing.
Okay, so that was the one that was trending on TikTok. I don't know if it made it way to Twitter, but on TikTok, it was all over my For You page. And basically, I guess she went on there, and I don't know how it started, but I think they're basically trying to like I guess talk about like what she does about like the whole OnlyFans thing, about how she took that man's money.
But she has OnlyFans.
I mean, like every Instagram model ever has an OnlyFans, even though they might not be like doing anything crazy on there, they probably still have one. And they just be posting like the most PG pics ever, but people still be buying that shit. But that's the whole difference.
Wait, so they be scamming niggas on there?
Yeah, that's what Miley Cyrus did. I remember when she opened hers up or whatever. Oh no, I think it was Bella Thorne. She opened it up and like everyone bought it. Yeah, and like when they finally got in there, she was posting this bikini pics. They were pissed.
Still like half an ass cheek.
Exactly.
Don't ask me how I know.
That's what led to them. That one dude, the CEO, like trying to cancel the whole thing because they were losing ample money for people.
Where they were refunding it.
Hell yeah, it was on some Twitch shit, on some Etika. Rest in peace. Rest
in peace. Wait, so on some real, have y'all ever copped to OnlyFans before?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
What the fuck?
Yo,
where's the rest of the sentence at?
I'm not gonna sit here and lie and pretend like I haven't.
Why you saying that like Jez is a liar?
No. I'm not accusing. I'm just saying like, nah. I mean, I have. I mean, let me think. I think I've only done it for like 2 different people. That's just because that was really, honestly, it was like maybe 2-3 years ago, like before, like allegedly all those people started leaking, like OnlyFans and stuff like that. Where you can just like search that shit up allegedly and find it on Reddit and stuff like that. So that was back in the day, like 2-3 years ago. Yeah, and I feel like the only reason I guess I was down for that was like I was just way too curious because I mean there's just one person. She's like an Instagram model. I'm not gonna say her name on the just in case. I mean not just in case, but anyways.
You can like give us a little hint.
She's like I think she's like part Mexican. She's like Hispanic, but I think she's one of like the biggest ones.
Hey.
I don't know.
What the
fuck? What'd you say?
That's him. Malu Trevejo.
Hell no, bro. She's like,
there's no way I guess that shit.
Bro,
but she was a minor 2 years. She was like 16. There's no way.
Nasty as fuck.
Why'd you scream that, Jez?
And this other person, she's like the one I'm talking about. She's probably like in her late 20s or something like that. But anyways, so she was like an IG model, and then she did like I think she was big on YouTube too. But then like a lot of people were begging her to do OnlyFans, like when it was just like starting to pop, be like mainstream like 3 years ago. And then she did it, and then like I think I like followed or got like a membership for like a month, and this I think it was like $9.99. So I was like, $10. So I was very curious. I was like, yo, I wonder what she looks like, like naked, like trying to take take something, So I got the membership, right, for that month, whatever. And I see, I see, and obviously she posts like nudes and stuff on there. I'm not one to like, I'm honestly not one to body shame, and I'm not gonna body shame, but like for some reason I was like, damn, I really spent $10 on this.
Damn,
for the damn month. Like, I mean, no, I'm not gonna like. I mean, she is like a very attractive person. It's just like, when you're very curious about something, and then you finally find out what it is that you're so curious about, or find out something you've been really thinking about for the longest time, and it's not like, like a big surprise. It's just like something like, oh, like something unexpected, but not like fully fulfilling. I don't know how to describe it. But basically, all I gotta say is I spent that $9.99 that month. Never spent that shit again.
Damn.
Honestly, she looks really good in like bikinis and stuff that she posts on Instagram. I don't follow her on Instagram, but I used to. She looks really good on like her clothes pictures on Instagram.
Wait, so like, what's her Instagram? What's her Instagram?
How does it? I think she has a private. Hold up, I don't even know what the name.
Just send it to me. Like after the
I bet I got you. But yeah, no. So she started out. I think she started out. Like I think she was just posting like titty pics and stuff like that. But like after a few weeks, and once she started videos, she started posting videos of her like getting fucked and shit. And so I was like, wow. So that's around the time where I got the membership or whatever. So after that, I was like, I'm just gonna stick to, looking at the Instagram or just having the memory there. I already spent fucking $9.99 that month. But obviously, allegedly, after the time goes by, a lot of people just, be leaking shit like that, just posting it on Reddit allegedly. So at that point, obviously you do want to support, if you are trying to support someone, like a sex worker or someone like that in that field, you obviously want to do it. But at the same time, if it's someone that's like super, super like popular, that gets like thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of subscriptions or memberships a month, I think they'll be okay if I look that shit already,
What the?
Right. You can't advocate for that, bro.
Oh, absolutely. No. I'm not advocating for it, but absolutely. You pay that $9.99. You pay that $19.99. Fuck it, pay it. But,
What about the ones that are charging like $45 and up though?
Absolutely the fuck not.
What the fuck are they posting on there?
That's what I'm saying. Those are the people like the Bella Thornes and like the Brittany Renners. Like they would literally be posting bikini pics, but people would still be. Like, so I know one girl said like I don't know who it was, I forget, but she said she charges $100 per month.
What?
Yes.
What the?
What does she do?
That girl, what's her name? Belle the Fiend. She said she gets like $1 million a month. That's insane.
Wait, the girl that was selling bathwater?
Yes, like she gets elevated. Like she went from that to like she was on Logan. She did like a voice call with Logan Paul for their podcast, and like she's like, how much do you make a month? Like just lowball me. She's like, I can't tell you the exact amount, but I make about $1 million. I'm like, what the fuck? Yes, bro. They're gonna
fuck.
Bro, no fucking way. I just want to make one of the. Y'all seen those videos where like I buy the OnlyFans account so you don't have to. I just want to expose everybody.
Fuck no. I don't know if you guys know, but like there's this I think we talked about it one time, but there's this girl, her name is Corinna Koff. She used to be like hanging out with David Dobrik's like, whole squad or whatever. Yeah. So people for a long ass time like begged her to do like an OnlyFans, so she finally did it. I think either the beginning of last year or the end of 2020, and I think she made $1 million in 4 hours, something like that. Like I'm on subscriptions. Yeah, like the first 4 hours she made $1 million, and I think that first month, I have no idea how many subscriptions she got, but she literally, I think she's one of the highest on OnlyFans. Like I follow her on Instagram, but she makes at least, I gotta say, at least she makes like 4 mil a month just off the subscriptions, probably.
That was Bella Thorne, because when Bella Thorne made hers, I think same thing with the Bad Baby, or what her name is.
Crazy for her.
Yeah, like the day she made it, like she made $1 million in a day. Like people are, it's crazy, bro.
All right, so
people nasty as fuck fading to, because like, yeah, you just say she made it when she was 18, she just turned 18.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
So that means there's mad pictures on there before she was 18. That's fucking nasty. All right, so I'm gonna name 2 girls, and you guys lowball me a number. How much you think they make opening day?
All
right. Pokimane opening day.
5
mil. 2.5 mil.
5.
Why do you say 5, Jez?
5.
You don't understand how much people like hate her, and they would literally just because, for example, I think on Twitter today when I think you retweeted it, she posted that picture of like she was like sue me or whatever.
Yeah.
I think Bella Porch was like, she commented something and then she replied to Bella Porch, and then some guy posted the picture of her without makeup, and they just were spamming that shit in the comments for no reason.
God.
But like people are like they have her like her noties on her, living off of her. Let her make an OnlyFans. It's going crazy first day out. 5.
You said Bella Porch OnlyFans? 10 mil.
Wait, who is Bella Porch?
She got popular
off TikTok.
She got popular off of TikTok, yeah. It's a typical stuff. A black person, they made what's it called? They made like a trend, and they did it first and stuff like that. But then Bella Porch did it, and then they got way bigger off of it. And that black person got cast aside, and then Bella Porch grew off that shit. So now she's popular as hell, making music, yada yada yada. You know the deal.
I mean, the same thing happened with like. I mean, in general, obviously, like black creators are like just given like pushed to the side for just white creators, and the same thing happened specifically with. I'm pretty sure it was Charlie D'Amelio. There was, what is like the Renegade? Yeah, it was like the Renegade dance. The dance that got her popular. Like obviously Charlie I guess like popularized it or whatever, but the person who made that dance was like a black creator on TikTok, and she never got like credits or anything like that for like months after like Charlie like did the dance and like everyone was doing it, and like I think at this one point like she basically was forced to I guess like to save her PR or whatever, just forced to collab with that person who did the who made the dance, and like they did it in person together, made a TikTok, and I was like, oh, like she's the creator of the dance, go follow her. But it's just like, bro, I mean, I understand if you find, it might have been the trend that was kind of like, low key at the beginning. So maybe might not know who the creator is, but by that time, by those weeks and months that went by, someone like Charlie D'Amelio, even if she's like a kid or whatever, like, like people with that amount of social media presence, they kind of have to just be aware of like, okay, what am I doing with my platform? And, the stuff that's getting me popular, where does it come from? So people, they're just not really aware of that. And I feel like sometimes they don't care to be aware of that,
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we see it all the time. They literally just steal that shit, and then nobody ever says anything, and it sweeps under the rug. And the girl was like 13 years old, too, so that would have been like life-changing money.
Yeah, I think her name is like Janaya or something. And like Taco said, they put her on like 6 months after, and by that point, it didn't matter anymore.
That trend
and people were still showing her hate too. They're like, "Oh, you didn't make the dance." They were still going after her too. And then, like it was even worse because like I'm not trying to take it there, but it was like they had her come on like Ellen and stuff, and she was dancing in front of all these white people. It was like kind of like dance for me, monkey. Like I was like, absolutely not. That shit's weird. I don't like that shit at all.
Fuck them niggas.
Absolutely not. That's why like the D'Amelios, the Addison Rae, all them niggas are all rich off of black people. That's just crazy.
Wait, so Jazz Taco. All right. Pokimane 5 mil. Lowball me.
All right.
Pause. Zendaya.
I knew you were gonna say Zendaya. She making
Sir.
Oh fuck.
She making 10. She making 10.
No way. I feel like first day,
Yeah.
Zendaya's making at least
20.
4 mil.
4
Max,
mil?
like,
I
7
guess
mil, 8
low
mil.
ball, I guess, but like
Yeah,
how much did Bella Thorne make opening day?
like 1 million, 2 million.
About a mil or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think
So-
Zendaya's gonna make 10, Jez?
If we're lowballing, so going back to Pokimane, a lowball would probably be like maybe 3, and then maybe for Zendaya it'd be like 5 or 6. But they're making crazy amount. There's no way.
Let's do the math. So if it's, let's just say she makes 10 mil, right?
Yeah.
How much is she charging for the subscription, Zendaya?
Well, let's just say it's just like a smooth 10.
No, she making
100?
paying 100 per thing, and people are still buying that shit. Yes.
I think like the best thing to do is like charge low, so then a lot of people buy that shit.
Nah,
Let's go with $25.
the thing with Zendaya is though, like
I got 25 for her.
people have never seen Zendaya's body at all. Not like even in Euphoria.
Exactly.
There's a thing in her contract where it's like she can't be in nudity on the show, so that's why they can't show her in any like those crazy ass scenes.
I hate that shit, man. Everybody in the fucking scene was getting naked except her. That shit was so whack. That nigga said everybody get naked and looked at Zendaya, was like, "You're next," and she said, "No, sir." And then the scene changed. Like, what the? No way, man.
Nah, bro. In order to get $10 million off of a $25 subscription, it would need 400,000.
Oh, she got that easy.
Absolutely.
Nah, she's making it 100 because, like I said, like no one has seen her. No, the thing is, both ways, no one has seen her at all like that at all. So people will easily buy that. And then, secondly, since she's so like reserved and things like that, she doesn't show her body like that. If she's gonna be finally showing her body like that, she's for sure making a smooth bag. It's an easy 100. An easy 100.
Do you think they're dropping 100 on her?
Yes, nigga, bro, you're dropping 100 on her.
Hold up,
no, I don't got 100 for her. I don't got 100 for her.
Okay. What would you say, Taco?
Jez, you dropping 100?
I'm not paying nothing. I'm just gonna wait.
I'll wait for the leaks. Allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Yeah, as soon as somebody come in there with the mature chat and then drop that shit. I ain't gonna say no names, but you know.
Yeah.
And she get the smooth 5 terabyte leak, allegedly, it's over. My dick is not breathing anymore.
Big shout out,
Yeah, huge shout out. No shout out though.
You know
So wait, so you think Zendaya's making more than Pokimane? Easy?
Absolutely. Easy. Only thing that
I
probably
don't think so.
Poki is this fucking controversy right now. That's the only thing.
Who's making more than Zendaya? Content wise.
Content wise.
I think Zendaya might top everybody, bro. I mean, like, we've already seen the Jenners and the Kardashians. I mean, we've already seen all those. Like, who's really gonna top Zendaya?
I was thinking like, 'cause you said content wise. I was thinking like someone like Beyonce or some shit, but like you said content wise.
Hell no.
No, I don't even think Beyonce tops that.
Low key, yeah.
Cause like we've already seen her. Like the thing is, we've never seen anything on Zendaya. Like she covers everything and everything.
Yeah.
Like there's.
I got an idea. So, I think the only person who could either match Zendaya in that scenario, or outsell. I mean, get out subscription. I keep fucking stuttering.
Yeah.
Get the most subscriptions over Zendaya, because people go wild for this person. Probably Billie Eilish.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I could definitely see that.
Probably to match or to get more. I would say more.
I might gotta have the 500 for Billie Eilish. I ain't gonna hold you.
You're going to jail.
500?
What do you mean? Bro, it's easy, bro. Billie Eilish.
Did she just turn 18? No way, man.
I was her age. I turned 18 when she turned 18. What do you mean? How old is she?
She's 20.
She's 20?
Yeah. She just turned 20.
I just assume everyone's young, bro. I don't know,
bro. Like weird. Like I don't know. Is that still weird if she's this almost this exact same age as me?
No. I'm just tripping. I'm tripping.
I mean, yeah, I understand how like 17 and 22 is weird, I guess, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Highlighting ass niggas. Highlighting ass niggas.
That's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there.
Glow stick ass niggas. Glow stick ass niggas.
It don't matter, bro. You know, I like the color though, I suppose, but yeah, I could definitely see. I definitely see Billie Eilish doing that shit. I mean, she's been showing a lot more of herself though. I still like we haven't seen really anything from Zendaya. We saw her pee one time, but that's about it.
What?
Wait, so what do you feel about Fresh and Fit, Jazz?
Don't skip that shit. Go back.
That's what you mean. What do you mean?
Bro, that pee stuff, man. What are you talking about?
You never seen that movie, that Malcolm and Marie movie?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, she like started peeing or some shit, and they showed it.
You're right.
I don't know how they do peeing on movies, so she probably just like had a bottle or some shit.
Yeah, that's not even real. That's not even real either. You know, they kept it pristine.
What the
pristine? Wait, so you think if she actually would have done that, some like weirdo cameraman nigga would have snuck in and like tried to scoop some?
Yes, bro. People are like people are feeding Zendaya. You don't understand. People like love that girl. That's the only time even. Well, I think is like I wouldn't even watch Euphoria, but since Zendaya's in, that's why I'm watching it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't give a fuck about them niggas in that show at all.
Ooh,
fuck Nate.
You might have just stumbled across an amazing topic. I think one of y'all brought it up. So I think, so I think Jez and Pan actually talked about this topic anime-wise. But they're doing the same thing over in America. Go watch Jez and Pan's video. It's also on the Almighty Network. So they're glorifying naked teenagers that entire show, and nobody finds it weird whatsoever. I've seen like 20 dicks these past 2 episodes, and they're all like 16 years old. Allegedly.
The first was crazy.
Taco, have you ever seen Euphoria?
I haven't. I was planning on starting it, like, honestly, recently, but I didn't know what they're all like. Kids, what the?
Yeah, I mean, it's about high schools. I think you're seniors, I'm pretty sure. But I mean, they're still like 17, 16 years old, or 17 going to 18. But the way that TV can get away with it is basically like, since it's an adult playing a child, they can still show it. Like, since it's not an actual child, just like the same way they can show murder on TV if it's not actually murder. It's like if they can show, you know, a 17-year-old's boobs and they can get away with it just because the person in real life is like 24. What do you feel about that, Jess? I know you had a lot to say about that. It's some nasty ass shit. What you got to say?
I've been teetering because I've been seeing a lot of like back and forth on TikTok. It's always TikTok now. It's like the new Twitter. Like Twitter, like. Girl. But on TikTok, it was like. So I saw at first I was leaning towards like this is weird as fuck because there was there was a lot of people like, oh, this is weird, like how they're making grown ass adults play teenagers, and then people who are trying to like I guess defend it they were making just terrible defenses. One person was like, well, they can't show kids naked on TV, so they have to come up with a compromise. I'm like, that's nasty. What are you talking about? That's disgusting. Either way, it's disgusting. But then I saw someone, I think it's in the video too on TikTok, but someone was like. It's not bad because first of all, I'm watching Euphoria for like the drama and like the plot and things like that. I'm not watching it to get off or to like sexualize or nothing like that. And if you are, you're weird. That's what one person said. And they were saying that in addition to that, because I know the first side was like, even though this stuff does happen in high schools, like people do have sex, they do drugs and things like that. Why is it good for y'all to be like, I guess, what's the word, like glorifying it? Or romanticizing it on TV, but then the side that was defending it was like they're not romanticizing anything. This is how it really is in some high schools. Maybe not every single high school ever, but majority of high schools is like this. They have sex all the time, or just doing whatever, drugs is being thrown about, things like that behind closed doors, partying, people are fighting, whatever the case might be. And they're even saying like even down to the characters, like people all know a Cassie, they all know a Nate, they all know a Rue or a Jules and things like that. So they were like, it's kind of like a way to like kind of just look back on our high school years as adults and be like, oh yeah, like I do remember this, or this did happen in my high school. So I see both sides, But I still feel like it's weird nonetheless. I feel like they could have easily just moved it up to like the first like freshman year of college and just put them in college and called it a day. Like there would be no like anything wrong with the show at that point because they'll be in college, whatever the case might be. Then people were like, "Oh, well, nothing happens in college. Everyone's like stays by themselves and don't do anything." I'm like, "That's not true."
Hell no. Have you seen these party colleges? They go crazy.
I'm saying like they could easily just put it in a college setting. Why does it have to be in high school? And some of the stuff they be like for real, like they be showing whatever in that show, whatever. Like Zendaya's like so lucky she put that shit in her contract because they would have had her going crazy in that show.
It wasn't for they had a whole ass man taking a shit with his dick on the toilet seat. Like what the fuck is going on? He was like 16.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's like this scene where like one of the main character girls is hiding inside this bathtub. And this dude came in there to use the bathroom, and like his whole dick was just on the toilet. And like Twitter or TikTok went crazy for him because his shit was huge. Like they found his TikTok and everything.
Oh damn!
The thing is, I heard about that. Like when it comes to the show, I think I saw it also on TikTok or maybe Twitter. But apparently, they use like prosthetic dicks for like the scenes where they have dicks. Because I guess the actors just don't want to show their dick or whatever. So that. Just speaking to the topic of what we're talking about right now, it kind of like it's bad because okay, if it's a prosthetic dick in the scenario of that you're saying like dude like sitting on the toilet like shitting or pissing whatever, but he had his dick on the toilet seat, like is that like necessary? Like honestly, it's not necessary because like especially if it's like an underage person or whatever, it's just like there's literally like. Who fucking puts their fucking dick on top of the toilet seat like while they're shitting or pissing, bro? Absolutely,
well, he coiled it.
Yeah, what the? Yeah, absolutely, bro. There's no reason to be doing that shit, and it's just like they spend money, they have to do all this stuff just to put up prosthetic dicks, just to show it on the TV screen. It's ridiculous, especially since, like I said, they're underage in this case for the show. It's just mad fucking weird and creepy and. Like it's, I don't know. Like I'm obviously, it's a very popular show. It gets, viewers, it's clicks, and everything like that. It's like a very trendy show. So obviously, the people, like the producers, the creators, the writers, they know what they're doing. And this kind of goes back to also, that conversation that Jazz and Pan had about the anime characters. I was also in that as well. It just goes back to that conversation. It's just like it's morally wrong. In this case, continue. I guess just do what they've been doing with the show since it's like underage kids, as like the stars of the show. Even if it is actors and actresses who are above 18, it's still not right.
They glorified terrible shit because there's even like multiple relationships where the guy will be in college dating like a junior or a sophomore, and like nobody ever talks about it. Like there's this guy that graduated or he dropped out like 2 years ago, so that he has to be like my age, and he's talking to her trying to date like a junior. Like what the fuck? This shit is just like they glorify everything on them. I mean, it's still a good ass show. I'm still gonna continue watching it, but like I just didn't see at first how they could get away with showing child nudity basically, if it technically wasn't child.
Yeah, I think it's because, like I said before, like I feel like us, we know like we're watching like adults portray these characters. We don't see it as like, at least at first, we weren't like, oh, yeah, like these are actual children. Because we know these people are like 24, 25, 26. So we're like, whatever. But then people start like, I guess other people were like looking at it like, nah, these are like, and yeah, they might be adults, but these are actual kids in the show. Or these are trying to portray kids. So them just having everything showing and just doing this kind of crazy shit's wild. Like I can get both sides. I still like my thing is like they just made it in college, like first year in college or whatever. I don't know. It's just it's such an easy solution, but I feel like they do this on purpose to like I don't know, like maybe make people watch or like maybe attract creepy ass people that like to watch teenagers out. No.
And the thing is, like, none of the scenes are even in the high school. Like, they're all outside of the high school. So why do they have to be in high school?
There's that trend too on TikTok. I don't know if y'all seen it, but like people like going to school to Euphoria and like they like wearing like some like basic whatever stuff and like you forgot your costume. They come back with some like some glamorized, sparkly ass outfit. That's how they be in the show. They'd be going to school at all. They be simply just going that bitch and just filling all their classes, no books, no backpacks in hand. Like, why are we even in a school setting? We might as well just put this shit in college, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. Like all of the scenes, like at a party, which you can do that in college. They're at a grocery store, you can do that in college. Like all this shit can be shown anywhere else. Like they probably were trying to attract the weird, I don't know, highlighter dudes to come watch this shit because you know how they be on some weird shit. So I don't know.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
All right, so back to the Fresh and Fit. I didn't really get the complete understanding of that. What exactly who was she interviewing with? It was with academics, right?
No, that was a before one. So she won academics and then she won Fresh and Fit. I think the academics one was that. I kind of like that's the thing that pisses me off is that all these podcasts have to confront her about her being a predator and what she did to PJ Washington and what she's done to more people. Because people seem to forget after the whole thing with PJ Washington and her taking his money and having that kid and stuff. She literally went online, was like, I think she went to another college campus. She posted to all the parents, or I think it's either all the parents or all the moms out there, hide your sons, I'm coming for them or something. No, hide your sons, I'm on the prowl. So she's a whole predator, but people just seem to just completely forget that shit happened. So she went to academics, and they were getting on her. It's not for that, but they were talking about like, oh, like you're a hoe, like all you do is fuck around with men and things like that. And then like, she was on there like this, at least on academics, like it wasn't as big as this Fresh and Fit one. I think it was kind of like a back and forth, and people were kind of like still slandering her because the PJ thing, and they were just calling her like you're an asshole, yada yada yada. But on this Fresh and Fit one, it was more about like misogyny and like about women and versus guys and stuff like that. And they were just being really disrespectful. And I understand like like I said, she's a predator and stuff like that. Don't get it fucked up, but like there's a way to go about things. And you can tell they're just straight up misogynists. So they were just on there like they were telling her to be quiet, trying to cut her off, saying they were telling her you're getting too emotional right now, trying
So she was on their podcast recently.
Yeah, Fresh and Fit. Yeah, like recently.
And then gotta watch that for sure.
And they're trying to like invalidate her emotions and stuff like that. Like act like she was crazy. Like they're like you have no. I think at one point he was like, what makes you special? And then she was like, what? Yeah, she was like, what makes you special? And this nigga couldn't even answer. He just sat there and was like, like bro, what is going on?
So how do you feel about the whole preference thing? Let's talk about that.
That shit corny. That's why most black women hate black men, because we have niggas like these people just walking around being like, oh, we don't like black people, black women because they're too ghetto or they're too this or they're too loud or whatever the case might be. And then that's always their same excuses, because and the next one when they went to like defend themselves, they were like, how could we hate black women? We have black mothers, black aunts. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. That's like the same shit you always say. Like if you have a black mom and stuff like that, why would you come out and be like, oh, I think black women are loud or ghetto? So you're calling your mom ghetto and loud? Would you call it like what the fuck? Like that doesn't make any sense. Like this is a whole big ass dumbass loop. That's just so fucking corny. And it goes for anything. Like I know like a lot of Hispanic people, like in my personal thing, I'll talk about it later if he wants to, if it applies to him. I know a lot of people back in my high school, like they would say like their moms hated Hispanic people. So like even though they're Hispanic, they were told not to date Hispanic boys or mostly boys. Yeah, and they were told like don't date a Hispanic boy. They're too fast or whatever the case might be. They would just be saying some crazy shit. So it's not just for black people. I guess it's for every race, but it's always like black men being so vocal about it and going on the internet and it's making us all look bad. And it's like then we have to sit there and try to like, no, we're like, no, like we like there's some of us out here who do love black women. I don't know, bro. It's just corny. It's just so corny.
I think when it comes to preferences, you should have a preference of personality in the way they act and not race. Like I don't think you can really have a racial preference if you have a racial preference, I feel like you're racist. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you say, like, oh, yeah, I don't really like dating Hispanics or I don't really like dating white women. I mean, like, there's racist things behind that. Like, base your preferences on only, like, oh, yeah, I only like girls that can make me laugh, that are humorous and stuff like that. I mean, if not, I just feel like you're corny and racist.
Yeah.
Jez, what do you feel? Or not Jez, Taco, what do you feel about preferences?
I guess I'm kind of in the same boat. When it comes to, I mean, yeah, I guess at the end of the day, you kind of put it best. Like the best thing, well, not the best thing, but I feel like I not. I mean, I let's just go with the best thing because the thing at the end of the day you want in a partner is, you don't want. I mean, at least you shouldn't. Yeah, from my opinion, you shouldn't like the first priority of wanting a partner shouldn't be what they look like. Whether it's like based off of race or whatever it may be. That shouldn't be a priority. Your priority should be what type of partner do I want? Do I want somebody who, you know, is like, book smart, like, or maybe a little smarter than me in that aspect, like book smart, or maybe somebody who, can like take a joke or is into like, comedy like I am, like, matches my energy when it comes to, things like comedy, or also maybe someone who's like a caretaker or like, someone who will, always be there for me. Like, if, I don't know, whatever, like, whether it's like a caretaker, whether it's somebody who, without a doubt is always going to be there by your side, and loyalty, things like that. I feel like traits and things like that are the most important. Obviously, when trying to find a partner, when it comes to people who genuinely have their number one priority. Oh, I need to date like like a Korean girl. I need to date like a Mexican girl, whatever the case may be. I feel like that's it is. I mean, it like Paul was saying, like in the form of it, in like a sense of it, it is kind of racist, and it's just I don't know why that would be your number one priority in a relationship or in like a partnership, whatever the case may be, what you're looking for. It definitely should be, you know, I mean, in this case, thinking like long term. If you're thinking about like a relationship or getting together with somebody, it definitely should be okay. Am I gonna match with them like personality wise, or like, or in this case, do I believe like opposites attract, whatever the case may be. So yeah, the fact that there is people who genuinely have their number one priority in finding a partner, finding somebody romantically, being like race or being like, oh, they have to look like this in order for me to proceed further in any type of possibility of relationship. That shit's mad corny. Um, and yeah, I mean, obviously, everyone has their own preferences when it does come to what they want in a person in a relationship. But it's like I said, yeah, it's corny, and I definitely agree with the Paul what you were saying before.
Yeah, 1000%. I mean, all in all, these fresh and fit niggas are just absolutely cornball ass niggas. Like nothing that they can say right now. Even I mean, they're not even trying to backtrack. They're really trying to double down. And I really think it's one of those things where like a comedian will say a bad joke or won't connect on a joke or something, and then obviously see the backlash for it, and they kind of just double down like, no, I mean, I meant to say that. Yeah, fuck them. Like, and just keep on going and digging themselves a bigger grave. I mean, at the end of the day, like, they're gonna get more views for this shit. They just keep on, like, keep the ball rolling. I guarantee the Brittany Renner interview got way more views than their last interview with Asian doll. I'm pretty sure is who it was. That shit got mad views, Jez.
It was everywhere. Like people were going crazy, and they were like, "Oh yeah, she's such a." They're just calling her a hero, and is just so happy. Like, yeah, she's fighting against misogyny and yada yada yada. I'm like, bro, bro. Like, how you turn a predator into someone who's good now? Now they're just gonna erase all her like evil past that she just did with PJ Washington and her being on the prowl and things like that. Now all they're gonna see for her is like, oh, she was on their podcast fighting against misogyny, actually putting them in their place. Like, look what y'all did. Like, so
that's mad fucking corny, because there's definitely ways to try to keep people, in this case, since she's a woman, like trying to keep somebody like her accountable without being a misogynist. Like, they literally had all the cards there, but they just had to be, saying on that bullshit just to make her, look like a better person because of their, their lack of any type of skill when it does come to confronting somebody about the situation. It's, I mean, yeah, it's definitely their fault, and because it just shows, it just brings out the sympathy of the audience or people who might not have fully understood the situation. Now they look like now they look like the villains, and she's like, oh, the person caught in the middle. which I mean they are probably dumbasses, but she obviously is not a saint. She is not like this all innocent person. She's a whole ass, like, I don't know if I could say certain words, but like, she's a whole ass predator. So, there ain't no damn way any type of person like that should receive any sympathy. Fuck all them predator ass motherfuckers.
I just searched it up on YouTube. So I think so. Yeah, Apollo was right. So they were on. So it was Fresh and Fit, but they were on Academics thing as well. So it was Academics, Fresh and Fit, and Brittany Renner all on the same podcast. Basically. Oh, yeah. So they were on his, and it says that she was confronting them about the whole misogyny thing and stuff. So yeah, so that's what it was. And then they went back to their podcast and they made the whole thing about them like, we don't have, like, we trying to justify their preferences. That was a whole different thing. But yeah, so that's it. So you already know Academics is probably sitting there trying to just pour gas on the fire type shit. Way worse.
Yeah, man, I gotta go watch the entire interview. I haven't seen it yet. Jez, did you watch the whole thing?
Absolutely not. I don't have the time for that shit. I just like from all the clips I saw, but they were basically just showing the whole thing on TikTok. There was like every single clip I saw was a different clip, and it was always bad. And it was always her putting them in place and like having them like silent type shit. Like they couldn't reply to her. It was so like, wow, what the fuck? Like you have so much ammunition against her, like actual ammunition, like stuff that you can go to jail for. And y'all want to sit there and be misogynistic and just make all of us look bad. Somehow against a predator. That's like having R. Kelly in a room and he somehow turns the tables on you and makes himself look great. Like, what the fuck?
Wait, so is the other dude, I know the dark skinned one is African, I'm pretty sure, but is the other dude black?
I'm looking at him right now. He's probably like, either, I don't think he's light skinned. He's probably just a little bit lighter. He's definitely black.
I could have sworn he said he was like Moroccan or something. I forgot what the fuck they said about that nigga, but
he was the first one that said, I have a black mom. He was the first one, so
nigga, sure. So you still out here disrespecting black women. It don't matter, bro. She probably don't even claim your ass right now.
Now suppose this video is a day ago. There's pictures have been leaked where he's in bed with a white man, with two white men actually, and now they're calling him gay.
Wait. What do you mean?
Fresh and Fit Myron Gaines gets called gay after leaked photos of him surface. Look at these photos,
bro. I understand doing, but leave that man's personal business out of this. Now, see, the thing is, like, they always take a corny dude and then start roasting him until they just make the situation corny because of the audience. Like, what if he wasn't ready to come out yet? That shit mad corny. Like, what does it matter if he's gay or not? Why are they trying to expose that man for being gay when it has nothing to do with anything?
I hate internet, bro. I hate the internet. Even when I was telling Don about the whole Pokemon situation, Don's like, most of these things are just because these adults act like kids. Like, adults don't act like adults anymore. They just be on the internet, just acting like complete children. Like, none of this shit makes any sense. Like, why does all this stuff happen? Like, this happened a day ago. They just released that video. Now they're gonna sit there and start calling this man gay and trying to make being gay some type of insult and stuff like that.
So now the cancel culture is just gonna flip the tables and start calling him gay because he's a bad guy,
and then he's gonna like flip it. He's gonna probably make it worse for himself, being like, I'm not gay. Like, well, probably he's gonna come out. He's homophobic on top of being misogynist. Like, it's gonna be
they're the ones being homophobic towards him, saying it's a bad thing.
True. But I'm saying he's probably gonna agree in the sense of like it is a bad thing and push it off of himself, and it's gonna be some whole thing.
Holy shit, this situation, like they keep finding a way to get more views off this.
Spotify promotes them and ads and stuff. Like, it's like Spotify, they love this shit.
Yes, I mean, those big corporations don't care. As long as they get money off that shit, they don't give a damn about that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they stay getting paid. It don't even matter. I don't know. I feel like we should just talk about corny niggas this whole fucking podcast, because what Kanye doing is also mad corny. I ain't gonna hold you.
Damn, what is he doing?
That's what I'm saying.
That nigga posting pictures of him and his new girl. Like, bro, stop that shit. Just to make Kim mad. Why is that corny? Because he's doing it just to make Kim mad.
I don't think that would make him mad. She has Pete Davidson, so why would she get mad?
Because she's doing that to make Kanye mad. Like, they're both just being corny. Like, you don't think they're calling up, like, you know how much pull they have? They're calling up the fucking paparazzi to be like, hey, we're about to be here. Then they take pictures of them and, like, acting like they're hiding their face when they're really not. Like, You don't think if Kim didn't want to be noticed or caught off the grid, she wouldn't want to get caught off the grid? Like, they're both just playing this whole, like, oh, look who I'm with now, not with you type game.
Said this is like what Don said, just fucking childish. Like, let's say just keep going back and forth. Like, I just stopped caring. Cause, like, even today, I think they got spotted on some random ass. I actually know it's because it was Ye and there's always oh my fuck is it?
Was it Tyler in it? Damn.
Their Pusha was there, and they were all on some random ass subway. Like, who caught y'all on the subway?
Why are y'all on the subway? That's what I'm saying. These niggas are doing this shit on purpose. All this damn money, y'all riding the subway still. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Now that reminds me of also, like, there was an article today that I saw. I mean, it's been going around for a little bit, but it also has to deal with it's kind of a little bit Kanye related, but basically Kanye's new girl, Julia Fox. If you guys aren't familiar with her. I'm pretty sure she's an actress.
Yeah, she was in Uncut Gems.
Yeah, oh yeah, okay, that's where she's from. So yeah, so she's from Uncut Gems, bad as fuck. So the article is basically saying that apparently there was claims that she was dating Kanye just for clout, or just for money, whatever. And like this is still part of the headline. The thing that what she responded to that was, how could it be for clout, like, and why would she be doing it for money and fame if she's dated billionaires before? And it's just like, what the fuck? That's not helping your case. Like, I mean, at least to me, like what kind of answer is that? You could have just been like, oh no, I'm just really interested in him or whatever like that. But it's just like, I don't know, just focusing on like the money aspect is just like, I don't know. It was like a weird ass answer, and like the people who are asking that question in the first place, like, who gives a shit? Like what? Like who Kanye is dating or who she's dating. It's just like, I don't know. It goes back to the whole people are making. I mean, I guess I'm doing it as well. But people are making situations like these and celebrities like these, like very famous or popular in the moment for no reason other than them being the ones to keep that their name still running out there and everything like that. But I don't know. It's just kind of ridiculous, like how the whole thing has gotten. But I guess I agree with that. We were saying before, like, it is corny from both parties, I guess, like from Kim and Kanye. But I just want it to be like 2 years in the future when none of this shit is like making news, and they're just living their lives and just whatever, however many more kids each other decide to have or whatever, just continue going forward. And I need some more goddamn Ye music.
Yeah, so y'all didn't think that Ye line was corny?
Well, the Pete Davidson thing?
About how he survived his car crash just so he can beat Pete Davidson's ass?
Bars.
That whole song was ass.
How was that bar?
That shit was not ass.
I
didn't say it was ass. I said it was corny. That one bar.
Yes, it was ass.
Nah, my bad. Ye's verse was ass. I don't give a fuck.
God damn.
I mean, look,
it was.
The majority of his verse was kind of whack. He just doesn't give a shit at this point, which I understand. He just released a big.
No, I don't.
Bro, get muted.
It's wrong. Anyways. Oh my god,
bro! Kanye dropped the biggest album of 2021. That was album of the century so far.
I thought Tyler's album was bigger.
Fuck Tyler's album.
Hey yo,
that shit is not bigger than Don. Are you kidding?
We're in a brand new year. That song, that feature was ass. The game ran that shit. The beat, the production is always phenomenal. But then Ye gets on the beat and just starts saying random ass.
That song was fucking heat until Kanye.
I mean, if you think about it, also it was like the game song. So you think Kanye's gonna give the game anything like worthwhile just for free?
The game is a legend. What are you talking about?
No, but I know he's a legend. But you really think Kanye thinks he's a legend? I don't think so.
Oh, Ye was on
spit trash on Andre's verse too. That's a legend too.
That was on his own album. That was on his own album, and he was still rapping like shit. Man, talking about some. What the fuck was that nigga even? I don't remember anything what that nigga was saying.
I don't know. I just know Game came on there and said he's gonna clutch heat like an open oven. That's all I need to hear. Go to verse.
And this nigga Ye came in there. I survived the crash like a beat Pivot Davidson's ass.
Bars.
What do you rate that bar 1 out of 10, Jez?
I'm rating that shit a -4. Fuck out of here.
No way.
What about you, Taco?
That bar, a clean 7.5 or 8.
What? 7.5?
Bro, it meets the moment, bro.
Shit coming from Don, suck my dick. That shit ass, man. Fuck that shit. Absolutely not.
Nah,
I don't know how you can even sit there and really promote that shit, man. Talking supposed to be the musical nigga in here too. That's crazy to me.
Nah, I definitely got to put that bar next to. She said she was a lesbian. I said me too. I got to put those right next to each other.
At the bottom of the Atlantic.
So is that one? They both are. What do you mean? So you telling me all this stuff that Kanye's accomplished, that's what he survived for? He didn't survive to be a musical genius. He didn't survive to accomplish all these feats. He survived to beat Pete Davidson's ass.
You know, maybe sometimes you do have to beat his ass.
But he's not. He's not going to do a damn thing. Pete Davidson will wash him.
And the thing, if he is, the Pete Davidson's going to have ample fucking content for the rest of his fucking comedy.
I cannot wait to this next stand-up from Pete Davidson.
Let's rewind. Step back and rewind. You think Pete Davidson's watching Kanye in a fight one-on-one?
You don't think he's training right now?
Bro, have you seen Pete Davidson and Kanye?
Bro,
he wears big-ass Ariana Grande jackets all the time. We can't even see his body.
Fuck. Like, even if he loses that fight, he wins the war. He's gonna make that most spectacular comedy ever. I'm about to be laughing my ass off at all those.
No, this next comedy special about to be fucking fire. Y'all got to at least make that.
Heat, bro, heat. Straight, just flames. That one thing he did on SNL, that one like skit, that shit was phenomenal. You better be going crazy,
bro. Just think. Pete Davidson has been through Kanye threatening his life, fucking Kim Kardashian. There's an entire bar saying that Kanye survived a car crash just so he could beat Pete Davidson's ass. This next comedy special about to be fire. Phenomenal. Absolutely fire.
Like, this man was making kill his shit. After when he broke up with Ariana and all that shit, and then she got married right after. Like, you know, he might be really sad. He was getting them jokes off clean. He was going crazy. That man's in his craft. He's in his craft.
And did he say something like, "Wait, y'all talking about the black woman that was on Vogue last week? Because like her skin really dark now. Like, hey, yo, that nigga don't give a damn."
I remember that shit. That shit was funny.
Exactly. You don't think he's getting off jokes for this?
See, look at you. Look. Quiet, man. I don't get it.
Nah, Pete is inside the gym right kid. You can't get threatened by Kanye and all the power Kanye has not be inside the gym right now. He going crazy.
But he hitting every fucking bag in that bitch. He going berserk.
Wait, so who do you think wins, bro? A heavily trained Kanye or a heavily trained Pete?
The thing is, Ye not trained.
Ye got nothing to lose.
Ye's on subways.
No, wait. Ye's fighting that nigga. Ye's going to have that nigga jumped, so never mind.
What if Pete takes on all of them?
The thing is, even if Ye gets jumped, that's even ample more content for his special. He's winning regardless. He gonna be in the hospital covering like, damn, I gotta get to writing. He going crazy. That's all it really is. Fuck.
Nah, Pete got the arm reach on him easily.
Oh, he's like, oh, okay, the blicky.
Oh, not extended arms. I'm talking about his actual limbs. Like his arms are just longer.
Oh. Long limbs? Hey, yo.
Yeah. Pause. My fault.
Nah, you know.
No,
what?
I don't.
Why'd you say it like that? No, I don't. Like, what the fuck was that?
I don't know about long limbs. My shit's small. Yeah.
Nigga,
you said what?
This is lanky as me. I didn't even really see it until like I started seeing you in pictures. Like, this nigga lanky as hell. He's like
my dick. What are you talking about? I thought we were talking about dicks this whole time.
No.
What are you talking
about? Yeah, we were. I thought you were saying all lanky niggas have big dicks. That's all. I was like, wait, what?
I thought this dude was calling yours lanky.
Yeah, he's like, bro, mine's lanky like yours. Like, wait, what do you know?
No, but that's just true too, though. Like, you know.
Wait, what's true? What's true?
Skinny tall niggas have the best dick. It's really that simple for real.
Wait, who does?
Huh?
Skinny tall niggas. You know the deal. Fuck.
Bro, it does not matter, bro. Anybody can have anybody can have a big dick, bro.
What about chubby tall dudes?
What do you mean, no, sir?
Oh, skinny tall niggas have a higher percentage. Of having a big dick.
How do you know these statistics? How do you know these stats?
You know, it's how life is around here. around these parts.
So
Bro,
you're saying, wait, so you're saying any skinny tall dude has a big dick?
Now it's on.
Let's go back. Let's go back a couple of segments. Pete Davidson is said to have a ginormous.
Okay, all right, yeah, I'll give you that.
You
gotta clap it up.
It's so good. Ariana Grande made a song called Pete Davidson and put it on that fucking album. That's how good that shit was.
After they broke up.
Yes, bro, we winning.
Wait, so
who's we?
Yeah, who does that mean is losing? Then?
All the skinny tall niggas. Not a deal. Fuck.
Wait, so all the skinny tall niggas are losing?
No, we're winning. We have,
So anybody that's not tall is just automatically have a small dick.
I'm not saying. I mean, like, y'all can still have a big dick. But I'm just saying, if you're a skinny tall nigga, you most likely have a big dick. So
what if he's chubby and tall?
I don't know about that. I don't know about
archetype. What do you mean?
Oh,
nah. You did not just say archetype. Ain't no way.
That's not my build. That's not my build.
You are 5'1", bro.
Nigga, I'm 6'3". Y'all can believe it.
Absolutely the fuck.
Yeah, Jez built like me. But I mean, everybody says I'm fucking 5'3", so it don't matter.
You can keep saying that shit. I know my shit.
I want to see how they say I'm 5'3" and then I'm taller than Sarah by a foot in every picture.
That's what I'm saying.
How tall is she then?
She must be a smooth 6'6".
Wait, what? All right.
I just don't get how Taco can deny this shit, man.
I don't see how you can prove it,
bro.
He's right.
Pete Davidson proves it, man.
We've never seen his dick before.
Ariana Grande, she talked about it on air like 3,000 times.
Ray probably paid her.
No, bro. She was. It was unprovoked. She was on Jimmy Kimmel like, bro, he really does have a big one. Like, bro, they didn't even ask her no questions about the nigga.
Wait, so what did she say about it? What did she say? What was the words?
She said he had a big one. They were like, you put it down if y'all know what I mean. And she winked at the crowd. They were like, what the fuck? We asked you about your album. What are you talking about right now?
She did say shit was like 13 inches.
Exactly. And then she made a whole song about the nigga called Pete Davidson.
Bro, my arm not even 13 inches. What the?
Yeah, like on some real shit, like on some really real shit, like 100% confirmed. Don't ask me by who. I just heard about this show on Twitter. But apparently Kim Kardashian's family calls him tripod because he has 3 legs.
No. What?
On God. Like, I think it was on a TV show they said that.
How do you know that, man?
Because Kim tells everybody in the family, like, yeah, his shit.
Oh, yeah, you said Kim. Yeah. True.
Who do you think was talking about?
What the fuck? Wait, who'd you think I was talking about? No way, it just doesn't respond. That was you, Jez. What do you mean, Taco?
Oh, wait, what did I say?
No way, bro. That is dude.
What'd you say for real? I didn't even hear what you were talking about.
Yeah, right, bro. Whatever, bro.
No, I didn't.
Anyway, bro, an entire list of TikTokers came out of the richest TikTokers ever paid, and no black people were on that shit.
Man, that is good.
Why are you laughing? What the fuck?
It's so funny how we're so hated at it. It's just so funny to me at this point. I don't know what to say anymore. It's just crazy as fuck.
I was like surprised though.
It's the second most followed creator on TikTok. His name is like Cabby, Khaby, and he has like 100 million plus followers. He's like right below Charlie, or maybe I think he surpassed her. It's one of the two. He's not on that list anywhere. Keep in mind, they have this man in every fucking ad. There's an ad on him on YouTube right now, and and they have A-list celebrities in that bit. They had like, who did they have in there? Like David Spade, like Adam Sandler, all coppering his man. Yes, but yeah, like 8. Wasn't The Rock in that fucking commercial too? Wasn't Kevin Hart in that bitch too? All doing his like mannerism from his video. He does like this one pose in his videos. And they were all like mimicking it and being like, what does he do? Why does he do this in his videos? And they were all doing that shit in the video, and then they showed him at the end, Cabby at the end. So you're telling me they had this man in these $1 million ass ads, but he's nowhere near that list. And only I can think to like maybe why he's not on that list is because they're not only taking money from TikTok, they're taking money from like all the different avenues. Yeah, because If we're checking all avenues, then yeah, of course he's probably not gonna be on there because Charlie, Bella Porch, who's the other one? Addison Rae. They all make music too, so they make music. They act. I know they have their own fucking TV shows like the D'Amelio show, whatever the fuck they be doing. I know they have the Hype House stuff as well. So if they're taking those into account, then yes, because they have like ample avenues of revenue. But if it's only like TikTok earnings, there's no way he's not on that list. No way. I don't know. This is typical as racism and shit. Because there's no way you're putting this man in ads. Like he's in multiple ads. That's like Pokimane being on like a bunch of Twitch ads and then coming out that Pokimane is not even anywhere near top 10 making most earners on Twitch. Like what the fuck? How?
I mean, it would never be somebody like Pokimane though. I mean, the thing is like their whole argument for this shit, not even argument, but like the only reason they don't do this is because they think a white face sells better than a black face. Like that's been a thing inside companies forever. I mean, even with the fucking like the only time black people have gotten like any word on any sponsorships or anything was the fucking who was it that did that H&R shit? I think it was H&R did like the coolest monkey in the jungle or some shit. Like, that was the last time you've ever been put on any fucking any like sponsorship like that. And that was on some racist shit. Like they just think that black faces just don't sell for whatever fucking reason it is, unless it's like something that's like rampant in the black community, like of course, you know, clothing, Nike commercials and shit like that. Everything else, nah, it's just white people. So I don't see why people are still surprised at like, whoa, what the wait, there's no black people on this list. I mean, I think a YouTube list came out like a couple of years ago and no black people were even on that, other than what's his name, the big dude, the dude that Will Smith said in that one fucking YouTube rewind. I forgot what his name was.
Marcus Brownlee?
Yeah, Marcus Brownlee. Yeah. I think he's the only YouTuber that's like highly paid as black.
Corey wasn't there?
No, like he's the only one.
I was gonna say, but Corey wasn't on that list?
Nah.
What the? I mean, Corey is.
I mean, when you got names like PewDiePie, I don't think like Corey is ever even. I mean, he's a very humble guy, so he's never really talked about sponsors and stuff as adamantly as PewDiePie and Markiplier and everybody does. But like, all those names were on there, yeah. But I don't even think it was just him. Probably Marcus Brownlee and probably KSI, probably.
I know Corey came back and Corey was like, because whenever he comes back from a long break, he's always like, money is not an issue because like people be begging him to play. I think there was one point, I don't know what game he said, but like some game was like they'd be begging this man to come. It's like, please come back and play our games. Like, so I guess money's not like if he wanted to make more money, he definitely could. So I guess it's not about money for him. But I mean, Marcus Brownlee he's like fucking insanely big. The man has like all connections to all like the tech niggas like Musk and all of them. So I'm not surprised. That's crazy though. Is there no one else on YouTube that's as big as both of them? Is that just those two?
Let me look up top 10 most paid YouTubers and let's see. Let's just read off the list of who it is because I really don't think it's anybody other than. I mean, what's the black names you think should be on that list before I show you this list?
There's no one besides Brownlee and Corey. Like I know, I love Belize and he's getting bigger, but he's not. He hasn't reached that status yet. Like he will reach it one day, but he's not yet.
I can't think of anyone else. Top 10 as of January 14, 2022. This shit just came out and nobody's talking about this? Interesting. All right, yeah, so top 10 as of 1 week ago, it looks like, or a couple weeks ago. Mr. Beast, number 1. Jake Paul, number 2. Markiplier, number 3. Rhett and Link, whoever the fuck that is, number 4. 5 is Unspeakable. 6 is Like Nastia. What is that? Nastia?
Yeah, how do you spell that?
I have no idea. I've never heard of half these people. 7 is Ryan Kaji. 8 is Dude Perfect. 9 is Logan Paul. 10 is Preston. I mean, some of these people might be black, but I've never heard of like half the people on this list.
Oh, one I would think would be there is KSI. KSI is really fucking big.
Yeah, he's not on there.
That's crazy.
The lowest is Preston at number 10 with 16 million. The highest, of course, Mr. Beast, 54 million. Jake Paul, 45. Markiplier, 38. Top 3. Yeah.
I forgot about Mr. Beast, low key. That nigga is rich as hell.
Dude Perfect still makes videos?
Yeah, they go. Yeah, they go crazy. They be making those fucking trick shot things all the time.
What the? How many more damn shots are there?
They just they do whatever. I think they be on TikTok too, so you know it helps their build and stuff. Type shit. They do whatever. I forgot. Red and Link they've been popular forever too. I'm surprised they're on there though. I didn't know they made that some. That made that they.
What are they? They white or black?
They're white. They're white. They're white.
Wait, what type of content is it?
I don't even know how to explain it, but
it's like varieties. Like some, I think some. I mean, they used to do like I think skits, but they had this show.
Good Mythical Morning.
Good Mythical Morning. Yeah.
17.4 million subscribers.
Jeez, and then they have like a podcast or something.
Kind of, yeah, I think. And then they have their own channel, which is almost at 5 mil. It's at 4.99 right now. Red and Link. Yeah, they go.
Now they're OGs. Yeah, they were popping back in like 2008.
Yeah, they're like as old as like Philip DeFranco and all them old niggas. Yeah, on here.
So like everybody, I guess we can basically see that everybody on this list is people that have been solidified already.
Dude Perfect has 57 million subscribers. God damn.
Yeah, like Logan, Jake Paul, Markiplier, Mr. Beast, Red and Link, Dude Perfect. Like all these people are solidified inside this shit. So I mean, I need to see like a top 100 or something to see with some of the newer names. But yeah, Jake top 10. Paul. I mean, I feel like Corey would be making more money than Mark. Where's RDC at?
Oh, yeah, I was saying the same thing.
RDC is not that big either. I don't think. Like they're just now getting big. And the thing is, like, I think is like they're only basing it off of YouTube. They're not basing it off of other adventures. Because like RDC has this anime coming out soon, right? They have their show coming out.
Yeah, but they're big enough to get pictures with J. Cole and LeBron James. Like they got to be pretty big. Those are superstars, A-stars.
That's true. I don't know. I mean, I think the only thing they post on YouTube is like the small things they be posting. I feel like I guess because like the views compared to like Mr. Beast in them is like crazy. Mr. Beast be getting like he just be throwing money around. Markiplier been doing this shit for ages. Dude Perfect, same thing. Red and Link, same thing. So I feel like these people like it made like a top 50 list might be a lot better. Maybe top 25 list. But top 10 is probably like already like established as white niggas. Okay, ain't no way anyone's beating them anytime soon. I'm surprised that PewDiePie's not on there or like Jacksepticeye's not on there either.
Well, PewDiePie uploads like what once a week.
I don't think PewDiePie even makes money. Like I think he's banned from making money from YouTube from like 5 years ago.
He's made so much money that. Well, I think he actually got banned for saying the N-word. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, the thing is, like, none of it's sponsored, or even if they did pull out, they immediately went back like a week later. So, like, he's set on money. He don't give a damn.
Yeah, now he still gets mad sponsors and stuff from like outside companies, but I'm pretty sure he's still banned from like even make like the partner program like with YouTube. So he definitely hasn't made a dime from YouTube themselves in like 6-7 years probably.
But he still makes them money. That's crazy how that can just work out like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even got to look at the top 10 Twitch niggas. I know for a fact they're all white. I don't even know. I can't even name one big black Twitch streamer.
Only one I know is Bruce. And I didn't think he would be the biggest, but Bruce he's been streaming since like 2013 on Twitch, which I didn't know. So he's an OG over there. And even then, he's not top 10. I think like on like when that list leaked, like last year when all that big I think it was like 200 people leaked. I think top 10 was like, you know, like Dr. Lupo, Tim the Tan Man, all them niggas. But he was at like 44, I think, which was pretty decent actually. But he was the only one I think that was there that was black in the top 50, I think. Yeah. But everyone else was like Pokemon, all them other people were like top 10. So
yeah, so 5 is Tim the Tap Man, 4 is Oda Blog, 3 is Abai, 2 is Nick Merckx, and 1 is XQC.
SQC, yeah, that made me some shit ton of money. Oh yeah, Nick Merckx too, yeah. Yeah, there's no that's for streaming. There's not a lot of black people at all that are big, at least the big like that. Besides Bruce, I don't know anyone else.
No, I don't even think like anybody that go over there could really save the black community over there. I mean, I don't even think Corey would really get that many views streaming.
I feel like he would, but like. I don't know, yeah, but what would he stream? What would he do?
I just feel like Corey's content is like heavily relied on editing. I know he'd still be funny, he's still naturally funny, but I just think YouTube videos probably hit better for him than streams do.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, no disrespect to the GOAT at all. He's still the best to do it. I just think his YouTube videos would hit a little bit more than his stream would.
No, definitely.
Didn't somebody try to call him a streamer in here like 2 weeks ago?
It was either Mogo, Yoflim, or EG, one of them three. And then they're like, yeah, he streams every year. I'm like, for a charity. Every year. He makes a shit ton of money though.
Yeah, give you absolutely. That. Mad props. But that's Corey. So I mean, he's gonna do that regardless.
Absolutely.
I just wish
Paul be almighty next.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah. Absolutely, bro. I can't wait till the Almighty Network is fucking a force to reckon with.
That shit kind of, because I was thinking about that recently about like how what RDC is doing and how they're like branching off into anime and like to television now, and it's like the network really could be like its own like TV. I know that's what it kind of is, but like it was like its own TV network with like Taco on like Thursday nights or like Friday nights, like right before.
Bro, like Desus and Mero, they have a show on Showtime where like it's a podcast style. Like that's where all TV is going, basically just podcast style stuff. So imagine it's like an entire TV network with like us doing our thing on one, from like 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Then like of course Taco at late night having his own fucking like if we get big or when we get big enough to create like our own fucking late night TV show starring Taco, that shit's gonna be craziness.
Absolutely.
It's like berserk.
I mean, I never ever doubt anybody in this community because I genuinely think we're the hardest working community ever. Like look at what we've accomplished since like the 6 months we've been doing this network. If it's even been 6 months. Like there's just so many avenues that can branch out into like an actual fucking TV show or something.
There'll be some content on the actual network. Because I was thinking like, because even Yuki and we can bring Ange in there and they can make a fucking cartoon like
yeah.
It's wild. Like there's so much shit that could go on in there. It's crazy.
The thing is like I gotta get Don on something, bro. I know he's like busy a lot of the time, but like he has to be on something. Like he has too many ideas that can just like even just like a podcast that's just him where he just like voices his opinion on stuff. Like maybe a moderator and just let him like just run rampant. That should be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's great insight. Just I don't know. He's
just not interested in it right now. I mean that's all right. The thing is I just got like whenever he is interested, 1000% he got to be on it. But absolutely. Yeah, man, this shit I'm mad confident this shit going crazy.
Absolutely.
This year's for sure. And if y'all don't know, tonight Taco coming back soon.
Yes, sir. It's dropping tonight.
Oh, tonight. Okay, yes.
The thing is, about that, it's just like, when the time comes to do like for real, like I just can't wait for that because there's so many ideas that I have that I'd only be able to implement really like in person or physically in person, like actually, like if I have a budget for that, because obviously if I'm doing it just like podcast style, like uploading it to YouTube, like obviously it's just like still drawn, like for the whole video, like it's just me talking. It's like a background, like Army by Yuki. Yeah, shout out Yuki.
Sure.
So it's not like I can do like skits or like or like physical comedy shit like that. Like some Eric Andre shit. Like I can't do any of that obviously since I'm so limited in that capacity. But man, when this thing happens, it's over. It's over for Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon.
Absolutely. It's over for damn CBS. Fuck the small niggas. It's over for networks. I'm gunning for niggas, bro. I don't give a fuck about Jimmy Kimmel and them.
That's what it really is, Phil. Like the network be like each day will just be something different. Like having with the Crybabies and then CDD and just everything, cartoons, fucking music videos, like on some MTV type shit, just like back to back, weekly type shit. Crazy.
Absolutely. Like even I don't know if whenever we get this first, like just all getting to meet each other, whenever that is, whether it's DreamCon or anything like that, like then we can start like implementing the live action stuff. Cause like just imagine like a live action video of all of us doing like this shit that Lazy does, like the wings and shit like that. That'd be crazy.
Bro, like a live action TV show, bro.
Almighty Cooking would be crazy. Like him teaching us how to cook and we're just over there just fucking around. That should be hilarious. That should be
hilarious, bro. Like Taco get actually live action interviews and shit with Taco.
Hell yeah.
Now Paulo on the left side of the fucking like kitchen and like me and Jez on the right side or whatever guest on the right side trying to make the same shit. Man,
that shit would go crazy.
Like Like us like battling him, we're losing, bro.
No, I mean like y'all just like if y'all just like try to copy me just based off what you saying.
Oh, okay.
That should be fucking hilarious. Cause like, what would y'all create? Nah, bro. Like there's just so much shit we can do live action. Like, I can't wait till like it sprouts to like this tree is just like it's just a sprout right now, but we have so much time to just keep this shit growing forever. We just got to keep that vision, keep watering it, get more people interested in dropping the podcast and stuff. I know Sarah and Dorsey have been a lot of busy, but you know I'd love to see Crybabies come back. I think Jez is actually going to be a guest on there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's just been. I know after Dorsey got COVID, I think Sarah started working a lot, and I know Dorsey came back and she said she was ready to get back into it, but I don't know what happened. But yeah, definitely coming back for that, and then yeah, just I mean anything, and then the future is like this is really bright for sure.
Just gotta say too, we're wrapping up. Like, I mean, this is gonna be exclusive, you know, to everybody just listening to hearing our podcast. But tonight with Taco season 1 is gonna be a clean 5 episodes, right? So tonight, episode 3 gonna premiere on YouTube. We're gonna have 2 more episodes after that. We're gonna take a little, I would say probably a month and a half break. Season 2 coming either end of March or beginning of April. It's going to be the biggest season yet. New stars, new faces, new voices. And it's going to be big. We're coming, you know. Season 1's not even over yet. Season 1 is the 3rd episode, 3rd interview. We got 2 more for this season. Y'all just going to have to wait and see who it is. Big surprises, especially on tonight's episode. Peep that all the way to the very last second of the video, you know.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Even like as I was talking to Pan about the Further Beyond, I was like, bro, do you realize who we can have on here if they allow it? Like, we can even get fucking Wendigoon. Like, he was just like, oh shit. Like, just hearing him like actually genuinely surprised about like having Wendigoon on here. I mean, I DM'd him. I'm gonna email him. Like, it's a long shot, but like even on this podcast, like we can get like actual big people on here. I mean, it's Discord. Like, the worst they can do is just say no or not respond. So if we send like a lot of messages out, I mean, I doubt that everybody would just not respond. It'd be crazy to get somebody on here. Absolutely.
I didn't even think about that either. That's crazy. What the fuck?
Exactly. Like I DM'd him like Wendigo, and the thing is like he's new fame, so it's not like he's been in here for a while. Like he's still like very, very close with his community and everything. So
yeah.
We'll definitely see. We can for sure like y'all. I mean, there's a lot of smaller like artists and stuff we can try to get on here. I don't really know if any. Jez is way deeper into the music scene than me, but of course, like when they come on here, like up the professionalism, up to everything, it'd be a dope ass episode for sure.
We need Young Lean on the podcast. Young Lean, do it. We need you on the podcast immediately.
Who is that?
Young Lean?
Yeah.
No way.
No disrespect. I've never heard of him. No disrespect. I don't know of anybody though, Young Lean. So if you come on here, don't have any smoke for me. I've just never heard of you. I'm sure you're good though.
Absolutely.
What's up with music? Is it just like pure rap? Or like what type of rap is it?
Yeah, like it's like what's that shit called? It's like cloud rap, shit like that.
All right, bet. Say less. Yeah, hell yeah then. Yeah, I can start sending out messages to anybody. It'd be cool to get a feature or like somebody to interview. I don't even know if y'all making up a Young Lean. I've never heard of that nigga in my life.
Nah, bro, he's like friends with Travis. He was like really close with Frey.
Are you talking
about that Switzerland nigga?
Yeah, that's him.
No, hell no. He's not allowed on here. Absolutely not. Fuck no. I'm not allowed. Nah, but Young Lean would be pretty cool. I'm sure. Like if he's cool with Travis, then actually I don't even know if we can have him on here because his association with that nigga.
Fuck.
Yeah, Travis still clouded in controversy.
Now we got to keep Travis in the works because supposedly Kanye might bring him out at Coachella, so we got to prepare for next episode.
Absolutely.
Bro, speaking of like the last, I mean, not to just add a little thing, bro. I know Jez listened to. I mean, not listened, but like I'm pretty sure Jez like is also kind of a fan of them. But Brockhampton broke up, man.
Oh yeah, they broke up too. We got to talk about that. That's crazy.
They canceled their whole last European tour, American tour. They said y'all getting 4 more shows, and that's absolutely it. Like, they just said, fuck it, you know?
They say
and
why?
I understand, because there's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes for a long time. I guess like creative differences and just like the main, like the head guy, like Kevin Abstract, like he's, you know, I know he's been going under a lot of stress and like, you know, just life shit. So I could understand them wanting to, you know, come to bring it to an early close. The thing is, they were supposed to release their last album together this year, 2022, but it looks like that's canceled now. Now they're on hiatus indefinitely, which means, you know, it's done. So it's never coming back until maybe like 5-6 years, you know?
Jesus. Yeah, bro. Groups like that, that's just, I don't know. It don't scare me, but I just hope that everybody understands, like, any creative differences, like, every not seeing eye to eye can easily be fixed with a heart to heart. So, like, I'm pretty sure it's just, like, built up after a long time of nobody saying anything. And then they probably had one argument where they just fucking exploded. You know, well, you 3 years ago, you know, did you this bullshit? And like that's just really how it starts. Is like the build up. But as long as everybody inside the network and stuff understands that like anything can be fixed with just one conversation. Like we just, you know, I'm sorry Brockhampton broke up, but I mean like things like that happen for everybody else to learn from it. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know, I actually need to take time to listen to their music. I think I've only heard one album from them. But they were pretty good from what I heard.
Pretty solid, yeah. Definitely pretty solid.
Hell yeah, bro. I mean, you guys got anything else to talk about? You good?
I'm chill.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Big chill, big chill.
Absolutely. All right. Jazz, go ahead and close this out, bro.
Yeah, that was here for Hearing Now podcast. Thank you for listening. By the time this comes out, Tonight We'll Talk About will probably already be out.
Yes,
so
sir.
go back for that, yeah. You heard them, you know, 3 more episodes out. You know, same weekly stuff. CDD coming in with Further Beyond. Same stuff, but the future is really bright for us. You know, Hearing Now that.
Yes, sir. Peace out, Jay. He is too good at that.